great approach here and aggression from Frozen. WOXIC will get that first kill, but Karrigan fighting tooth and nail with the USP with the split is absolutely ruthless here, but so are the headshots coming through from the Glocks and the P2000. It's actually
trying desperately to find an opening. Bomb down, he's the only one left, 1 on 3, and they were both staring directly at him.
Able to get a bit of intel because they're lacking it all over the map. Rox will be the one to check it out. Nice work. That's such a great little play
Bit
there.
of backpedaling from Mad Lions as they consider going elsewhere. Bomb's been dropped. Shush wants to go for the entry and not have that drop down and be a problem for them. Rops goes wide, finds the second player in line. Shush is able to trade it, but as I said,
another aggressive play from Rops this time. Not as successful. Shush with the first couple of frags in that Galil.
Shush will push forward. Continue to try and take ground away from the CTs as they rotate back over the site. Desperate to try and deny a bomb plant that looks inevitable at this point, certainly. You never really know where everyone's going to come from. There's so many different access points when it's open.
And the sound
is to try and hold his ground. His teammate Karrigan on top of triple, trying to spot the gap. Does see one, but can't get the headshot. Needs to be careful as well. He can fall off and reload, but want to get the timing right. They're rushing up. They'll close a lot of distance. Thankfully, Karrigan has swung wide. He's pushed back through the smoke on his own, and a second kill, the second of which being the bomb, is massive for mousesports because now it looks like a 4-2 score, and it is. Frozen's going to sneak around and find Acor.
Force by from Mad Lions here, just trying to cause a dent if they can. Pull rotations over with one player here. Ooh. He's hitting some shots today, isn't he?
Yeah.
This is a great call from Mad Lions. Like, this is really convincing. That's how you do a fake.
Yeah, I was ready for the bomb to be going down on B, and then it was suddenly there, ready to fight. Interestingly, considering the...
It's going to be Mad Lions who are turning a lot of heads this tournament, but not hitting them apparently, at least initially. It will be Shush though. Now you're trying to be a little bit more active. Oh dear. Karrigan will find there.
36 seconds left on the clock, and they're only just approaching. Karrigan does find Shush. Bomb goes down. Smoke still in play. Frozen wants to go up and above, but he needs to be careful on how he does so, because it leaves him open. Instead, though, it's WOXIC trying to get aggressive. That gets caught out, and even though they get a bomb plant, Chris is already on the case. Down the main ramp. Mistake on it. He finds Acor this time. Actually goes all the way back toward heaven to try and see through and spot the ramp, and he can stay there. He's got 2 rifles up close. They can do the dirty work of trying to clear out the angles, but Hunden's going to hear them coming at this rate. Chris has slowed it down so as to go overlooked. Gets up on top of the girders. Hunden down to 1 HP. Tried to put damage back through the steel beam. It doesn't do enough, but he does hit the headshot. Chris easily should have put out that tool on the repeat. And a good spray from Roy, but it's not enough. Rops gets back in. Defensively, normally we see the T's use a Molotov in that position to make sure that any sitting there when they walk up is taken care of, so obviously they are going very passive. They are going to nade toward the bomb. That was the plan. That's going to go through, do damage. In fact, it takes Hunden down. Bomb never even got planted. They sprayed in to find the early damage. That's a decent setup, but Shush and WOXIC have the other kills in return. So far, there's no containment. In fact, they've gone for a standard rotation. I was fully expecting the flank based on that play, but they elect to go for a straight retake, and so far, they've found the first onto Roy, but it's still a 3-on-3, 31 seconds on the bomb. Kits for 2 of 3. Chris J's the only one without one, and he's on the AWP. Watch for him to try and hold the angles as they go for it. Tapped already. Acor's got Chris and Rops both down, and his positioning is very strong for this bomb.
Yeah, absolutely true. It's up to Frozen now with the AWP, but Shush will close things out there. Looks good.
Acor, a couple quick shots back through this time. Still alive at this point. Usually Karrigan's got
at least get the opening frag. It looks like he's so ready for this one. The flashbang is beating a Ruben from his perch, but overall, Rops with a nice swing does open things up. There's the Molotov towards quad. Needs to be careful now. One more tick will take him down. His teammate saves him with the smoke deployment. That's going to be WOXIC removed. Remember, Rops very low HP, 10 to be exact, and that's the B-bomb side open now. But the window, here it comes. Very important frag, and Karrigan nails it. Now down to the 2 versus 1. We've got Acor. No sniper, but still, decent effort.
Gonna hold the plan, try and get the money in. He's gone at that point anyway.
And the Molotovs, the smokes are being deployed. Frozen, he wants to challenge this. Good damage done. Roy's still alive and kicking, but maybe not for long here. They're trying to spam through the smoke. Seems to be a
quick smoke out to hold Karrigan in position. Big box to play. He's got to swing around that with an AWP. If he does look this direction, though, that's where he wants to cut them off from. He gets Roy, but he can't get the bolt done in time. And Shush able to catch him out in return means the bomb should be going for a plant. Deep Molotovs meant WOXIC had to go all the way back towards CT spawn. Just getting in position now, but this is exactly what we talked about from Rops. Finally, he gets a flank in position. Only good for 2 kills, but 2 kills. Both sitting alive on 40, mid-40 HP, and they're going to spray in. Chris down, it's low HP for WOXIC. All too easy at that point with the smoke on the bomb, and they'll win the half. Expect. So far, though, they haven't got any forward momentum at all because the smokes are still down. WOXIC still on top of the bomb. They'll get the headshot onto him. Hunden to do so has the kit, keep in mind. So he's playing close to the bomb. Even if he drops, they'll be able to pick that up. He's going to get on in the smoke. They're going to get away with this. There's nothing they can do. Roy's got the only kill they needed. Rops is on a flank. It's already over, and he's down. So watch the bottom of the elevators. See if they actually push up. Kerrigan's on the inside of the smoke, so he's actually bypassed the AWP. Acor's made his presence known, but Kerrigan, he can't tunnel onto that. He knows he's going to want to retreat at some point in time, but there's another person he has to worry about, and Roy, running back, gave that away. Kerrigan's locked himself in now. Oh, okay, that's a bold decision. I was going to say, once he opens that first kill, he could turn back to catch off Acor, but instead he sticks around and gets the rotation.
Kerrigan surely going to go down to a flick. That's a nice shot from Acor. He doesn't miss many. And another clean round. And spot players jumping up towards scaffolding. Bubsky to open things up again. Will be traded out at least. Frozen desperately trying to connect with that AK-47.
Set smoke from Chris. WOXIC will complement that with a Molotov that goes on to default and quad. Let's actually go for the deeper of the two. Doesn't want to give anything away.
Yeah, well, they've got the 4-on-3 right now. Just trying to whittle the clock down if possible. If he gets that first pick, it's going to buy some time, and even more with the second. Excellent work here from Mad Lions. They're not really missing any shots at all. The creep's looking calm. Rops with a great kill towards middle, but I don't think it'll help him win the round. Shush is already repositioned. Has to be 13. So they're still waiting. Here, this is the chance. This is what it all is about.
Got it.
And it works. A bunch of vertigo, but for me,
you play a lot of it, though.
Play a lot of it.
You and Chad are, you're like office globals, you're vertigo globals.
It's really situational. You do need to sell it a little bit towards B, dropping smokes and everywhere but the quad position, sticky situation.
Yeah, that is a major strat, right?
That
is one of the ones that you could argue saving for the major, right? Common. Oh, that's good timing. Or poor timing for Shush, depending on how you want to look at it. He's managed to keep himself alive in that situation. Caught nearly with the kill in return and actually give his team a chance. They stay one man to the good on the retake, but that's changed. Chris J through the smoke is able to take Bubsky down. Shush is still, absolutely feeling the pain. And now Sports stabilize. They get 2 in a row. Gotta keep the money good, though.
But a good round from mousesports here. Looking for that second in a row. Confirmed now the explosion. We'll have a look as to whether Robs can get vision once more. Back in T-spawn. Back on the catwalk.
Position, but he's going to go hunting. He's actually done more damage on a Kerrigan, and he's going to lock him with good smoke. You're right, he does. I'm surprised that spread that. Minor damage. WOXIC's got Hunden to trade off of Rops going down. Back in, flash over, drops down, and fully blind is Chris. Dropped already. They're still on the stairs, which means he has a headshot angle on repeat.
Available for the T side, and the CT's actually pretty far away. A missed shot from Acor there. Enables him to get in towards B, but Roy ready and waiting. He has been excellent in this tournament, down to the 1 versus 1 available, but you feel like he nailed this shot. Not going to happen just yet, but now they know exactly where each other are.
Acor to work closer. Frozen's done the same. You'd favor the rifle at this angle and position, but man, oh man, they've built up enough of an economy. They're starting to get momentum. They can still have a chance back into it. Rops is low on money, mind you. So's Kerrigan. He's gone on the round as well. The last round, start this one the same way, although Bubsky's going to add to it, and massive damage done. That's pretty cool. He's just listening to where he is, firing down below. Not bad. Why not try and take those duels, hold those angles, but it wasn't executed correctly at all. This time it's much better. Hunden baited in by the AWC. mousesports continuing to fight back, and Kerrigan does exactly that to find Shush. Bubsky's lost inside smoke, but that means he's also lost to his enemy, and he's going to pop out to surprise Kerrigan. Bomb's not in position, and Bubsky, an additional incendiary, is going to force them wide. Hunden through the window, and this one looks to be done. Frozen in a 1-on-4. Hunden's outside the window, but he's completely surrounded, and if he fires one way, Hunden's going to push in. Good bait, but that means Acor can re-peek, and it's Mad Lions.
Heavy favorites here on Dust 2.
Well, their map choice, and I think they are the heavy favorites in the series. Obviously, Vertigo is a little bit different. This is a fast start toward long. First contact, it is hitting back through CT. Smoke's down. They can do the reversed elevator boost. That's exactly what they're going to do. Good find from Frozen. They don't even need to go toward the boost. They've already got the bomb down. He's found 2. Hunden's on 1, and quickly collected by Rops. They'll fade away because the smoke is doing the exact same, and that puts them in a perfect position. I love that.
These bomb sides, but he has got Frozen with him. Mass in hand, and where's the spacing here? He's been complimenting Mad Lions for that sort of play recently. That wasn't their best approach, allowing them to reset the aim, and here comes Bubsky. The bomb is down in that B bomb side.
Good headshot from Bubsky. Find ourselves in this situation fairly early. And again, one can be sacrificial, the low HP, may not even be required because Chris is caught.
But needs to be incredibly careful here. I don't like that. By yourself, up against pistols, you
attack goes toward the A site. Frozen's forced away by the Molotov, but not spotted yet. They are swinging. That's going to be gone in about the next 3 seconds, in fact, sooner. So he can control the peak. He's trying to get a headshot angle to limit the potential damage. It's Kerrigan instead. Hey, 3 headshot deagles from Kerrigan.
With the AK, you've lost him.
Well, okay, sure, he's in a good position, but he's pretty exposed.
Yeah.
And his name just keeps popping up on our kill feed. Shockingly, but it's Acor that's going to get robbed. So a mid-door battle. Did Robs try and push through aggressively? Straight caught. Speaking of aggressive and smoke and pushing situation, more so because WOXIC is forced out of B. This is extremely fast.
This is a brawl on the side right now, so this is his chance. If he can beat them to the bomb site, he's got a chance of holding them off now. There's the first kill map. He gets another. This round is back off of mousesports, and he's done it.
One from the door, so it's a good anticipation, but Acor's got great flash, keeps them back, smoke up, and he's going to flash himself through. This is so aggressive, and Chris J's gone. I think he can trade himself out, but no one else peeking. He gets back, the team's there, frozen. Pistol to at least get one back on the deagle, and they've got a headshot angle. They've got a second. Hunden at least takes him down. They got a little awkward.
In a prime spot there just to get them off that position. They don't check Gandalf. This is getting very scrappy now. Shush pretty much has to take this challenge, which he will, and he'll nail it. Coming in towards long though, and I don't know where from. As in CT spawn, 1 versus 1 now. The jump shot, it tries to connect. It looked good for a second there, but now the reposition coming through.
WOXIC knows he's going back toward Cat. He read that perfectly. Tried to distance himself, Shush, tried to hold the wall. Opportunity never presented itself. Kerrigan not quite wide of the mark. Rops is ready, and thankfully so, because Kerrigan cannot. Oh, I think he actually hit Shush. He did. Edge of the door puts him down low. He's on 10 HP. But Kerrigan couldn't push back potential against him, and bomb goes down. Acor waits. Kerrigan is slightly beyond the grasp, but Shush is ready for him on a ride.
So he's been one of my MVPs this tournament in terms of not already having too much.
Flashed in. Just goes clean. Molotov behind him. He's willing to sacrifice himself to get a kill, and it works out. Pistons decent play, but you're right. Kerrigan's already behind them. He knows it. Patience pays off in this situation, or does it? Because Bubsky's wise and turns around.
Yeah.
It is a tough one because you want to line up a headshot with the deagle exactly like that. Apparently Frozen's quicker to do so, but it's difficult with the back turn. It's all going right for mousesports afterwards though, because that information alone, they know they're heading back over toward B in middle. Op shot that misses. Rop slides underneath. What am I saying? They have Kerrigan waiting perfectly at Goose, but only for 1. They Molotov'd him out. He had to go aggressive. Does mean they can see the bomb, but they have.
They'll be making their way through. Luckily for them, there's no T-side utility either now, so he can actually come down to these AWP headshots. We'll see if they're delivered. There's the first one. WOXIC doesn't miss many. And Hunden now with the AUG on site. Needs at least 2 kills here. Not going to get anything. And this is absolutely clinical from mousesports here. With the double AWPs, you wouldn't think it'd be this. Hitting WOXIC there through the edge of the door. Not a massive amount of damage, though. He'll be okay with that. 76 points in health as Chris J. This is what he's known for. The Flying Dutchman up towards shore, looking for a third. Can't quite get it yet, but that's a great start. The bomb goes down towards shore. 5 on 3. Doesn't have to commit to that one. Even nailed the shot, to be fair.
As a result, however, Kerrigan, a little slow with the Molotov misses. The smoke does not, but Frozen slides out behind the AWP player.
Lost bonus for Mad Lions, but it's the final round, and there's the opening pick. WOXIC maybe a little overzealous there at the start of the round. Now, do they want to commit something quickly off this? Apparently so, as they go for the fast B split once again. This has to be a quick kill. Rops now, AK-47, capable of winning this round. Not going to happen.
Frozen, by the way, 20 HP. This is tough. That smoke's going to make this possible, and thankfully for his sake, the Molotov went the other direction. They no longer have any damage-dealing utility. The team's going to go and join him for that reason. Chris does it himself. That's brilliant to find Acor through the door.
Yeah, 2 hits there, not too bad.
Throw it to the A side in the opening round. WOXIC and Rops to start the killing for mousesports. Try to find their second pistol round in this game. Make it a 12-4 scoreline, maybe put it to bed early, as WOXIC will soon be shushed with this many players against him and everyone peering down over the ledge. Kerrigan finds the kill first. So they do have to be somewhat careful as Roy went back to support. He's now going to head to the cave, but 2 players already there. Frozen gets first blood. Decent utility damage. Bubsky's aware that they're coming. Good timing. He was fully blind.
He was.
But he just suspected there would be a peek, and he made no mistake in the shots. Frozen does...
Damn. All right, well, the shots really are landing now. Oh, Kerrigan, that's crispy. I enjoy that shot. Bit of action towards the door from Kerrigan, and then he'll have WOXIC towards the tunnels as the first one is great, second even better.
Overstate their odds or their chances at this point in time.
Nuts.
Good find from Bubsky to get baited in, though. Kerrigan actually wanted to go aggressively toward the smoke. They thought they cleared out middle. That's going to give Roy the confidence to push away. Puts himself in a great position that Chris is able to read, but don't let the aggression stop there. They want to pursue the position, and Frozen's actually already sneaking in behind them. So if they think they're safe, they're far from it. Bomb is going to be recovered, and now they've isolated and segregated the 2 defenses. There's low enough HP onto Chris that he can make do with it. Actually, better than that, he finds the kill. He's helped tremendously by the fact that Hunden took the aggro away. He finds 2 in fact.
Up against Rops now, who does have a flashbang available to him. This is just going to come down to one bullet, and Rops will be the one to nail it. That's impressive, but to be fair, even if Hunden wins the round, what would it have really done for them? We're going to have WOXIC here up and towards that heaven position. Chris J, lovely work with the USP. He is very good with that weapon. The bomb goes down. And was that a shadow spotted by Rops towards up top? Yeah, it was. He actually saw them there. I'm not sure whether he processed that information, but here's Carrigan now overwhelmed and taken down.
So just two remaining, Rops and Frozen, the young stars, the fraggers. They've already got one, Bubsky, but Frozen's gone. He's traded out by Roy immediately after, and Rops, he couldn't hit this
position. As he goes towards the ramp here, one kill found, maybe a second for Chris J as he dumps a very nice HE. That's going to do a load of damage there, almost 100 as he retreats down towards lower. He's certainly softened them up for their entrance towards the ramp from him. He felt like he's going to get 2 here, but not quite. But the damage has been done as we enter the 3-on-3 here. Very viable for the CDs to win this one. Good preemptive shots towards the vents, not quite enough though. Carrigan comes out on top here, but the bomb to be planted. I like that from Carrigan if he can deny.
Hunden's already actually vacated by heading through decontamination. He's the low HP player. The nade will bring Roy down to a similar situation. Molotov on top of it? That's insane. It's going to go around this far. Time in itself becomes all that Frozen needed. If he had actually got on that immediately and diffused it, he would have got away with it, but he was not expecting a lack of a peek.
Look at Hunden's smile there. He knows.
Just make it so difficult for him to do anything from that position. They Molotov off the stairs toward control room as well. That means the crossfire setup, which is often so potent, isn't established, and Carrigan Deagle can't as a result of that, and I thought Bubsky was going to pull it back. They go one better because planted. It's not going to hit the ground, at least not with a timer.
And might have been a slight chance to actually close it out with no kits available, but this is looking very good for mousesports now. 30 seconds, surrounded and taken down. That's Rops again
with Acor and Shush.
Hang
just
on.
to still get the kills back, though. Both of those players I mentioned are the ones to barge through and find the entries in favor of Mad Lions, and it's going to go beyond that because Bubsky's actually pushed the smoke to the main entrance. He's finally gone down, Bubsky, but he got Chris J.
He took so much damage at the start. You would think mousesports is going to mop them up here. One player gets caught out, and is he coming in for this? He's going to try and remove some of the AKs being saved. I guess even if he goes down to survive with the smoke and the fuse kit. And of course that AK goes straight through these flames, trying to open things up. There's lots of flashes, lots of confusion here. The trade should be coming through, but it's Carrigan and Frozen remaining ice cold towards the upper bomb site, and it's a clean sweep so far. 5-on-1. A cheeky frag in the corner, but Ops has found him. Should be able to take him down, no problem. Running through the flames.
Elevate one player into the heavens. Carrigan's already gone, so is Frozen, so they better hope Heaven pays off. WOXIC only with 1 kill so far. Aggressive on the AW. Even ready for the fact that Chris is lurking around outside and is completely unaware that he's at that angle, so a clean Deagle shot. AK at range, just trying to keep that off away from a quarter of the game. It's starting to add up already.
It's a big round. They have to use the incendiary to start or smoke it out. Go for a pre-fire sometimes. WOXIC gets his vision removed early on into the round. They've gone quickly towards the main entrance as well. Nice shot. But still, they're going to commit. Frozen more than ready for it. Looks like the round is done.
Yeah.
And nice fast pacing from Mad Lions. They're changing things up. Shush at this point just trying to cause some financial damage, but WOXIC's not going to miss that shot.
They Molotov off of the secret stairs, and that's a smart play to make because that means no one can counter peek him and he can focus toward lockers, toward Heaven. Meanwhile, though, it's all the action on top of the site, on the floor, as Frozen finds 2 again. Take that back. He's got 1. WOXIC supports it, but Shush is going to try and run him down, catch him off. He's done that easily, but it's traded by Rops.
And Chris J trying to adjust now. Pushes towards outside. Carrigan will find Shush in the process.
Carrigan caught completely. He wanted to try and beat them to their play. Well, he's not going to go downstairs. He's going to go back. Good push from Frozen. He knew that though for Acor. This is a good position for it to be in. Frozen walks directly into the crosshair. No chance.
No one to be found. He'll have to fall back himself. And good job. Once again, that's from Acor.
He's aggressive to try and hold this with an AK. He knows the utility's gone behind him, and that means they're going in. He finds all 3. AK CT side. You can see the potency the headshots have.
Yeah, that was real nice. Well, looks like we might be all said and done here. Perhaps not. Roy does catch WOXIC out of position. Same story for Chris J as well. This is one of them out. Is that Carrigan? It must be with the Orc.
Wow, Roy.
How has this happened, Matt? It was a 2-on-1 and 3 kills out of nowhere, and it goes down not even to a 1-on-1. Hunden closes the round out. 7
from Frozen. They're both going to back off. They're both going to change positions, and that's because the Molotovs came through the skylight. Up above is Chris J. Manages to reset his aim. That was close because aiming straight down is a tricky thing to do. Obviously, you get blocked in that sense with your aim with 2 to find. AWP, but he's going to get flanked. And mousesports take back control and win the half. So deny your dream, Henry. Has to control this angle. Needs to be aware they sneak through the smoke. He had the right anticipation, but no kill as a result. Tough to rotate the aim when looking straight up as well, as Rops only gets 1, but Shush advantage slightly greatly to them in the fact that they've smoked off decontamination. If they find the kill at ramp, they certainly could control that round because they could fall back and use that as coverage, peek accordingly. Hunden has that chance now, but Kerrigan was already inside of the site. Don't forget on GG.bet, you can use the code HEART-BEAT. They'll give you a 200% increase. This game's still anyone's. This series is anyone's as a result of it. Rops to find Hunden. Brings us back to a 4-on-4. Bubsky going to open that door. I was surprised that was good use of sound. He knew exactly where to aim to catch off WOXIC, to not give him a chance to turn, and he goes better than that. He's looking more like it.
Absolutely. That was a very brazen approach towards the double doors. That actually makes it work with clinical aim there, and Roy, I should say, will be finding us a 3-on-1 situation. Bubsky to close things out there. What a
second round in a row, he's going to get tagged down to a prime position for a pistol to take him down. He's only on 28 HP. Hunden's going to wrap back down through the control stairs. WOXIC has been found. Shush will add to the kill total for Mad Lions, and it is a slaughter. They get the bomb in position, but they nade.
Idyllic on the CT side.
A-core to watch toward the top of the silo. Roy down beneath. Frozen reads it. Smoke in position.
Bringing things into massive mousesports' favor, and just Bubsky on the side now. If he can find a couple of kills with backup from Shush, there could be a chance. I'm not sure they'll be aware of the play on the bomb side floor, but Chris J will check it. That confirms the round at this point. 30 seconds remaining, doesn't even matter.
Bubsky. He didn't hit him. Molotov's on top. He's got to get out of there. He's not burned this. He's trying to go for a 1 and then trade himself at that point in time. It works. He at least gets rocked down before he perishes. That gives his defensive core a bit more of a chance. And as a result,
the commitment to the Flames has given them a winnable scenario here, but this is the kill that really counts. Oh, wow. Great shot from Shush here. Should be able to close things out. Not quite. Well, there it is.
Red crate he'll hold toward the big garage. No activity yet, but there is on the ground. Caught out. Frozen actually does.
Footsteps and lots of headshots. Frozen gets his second of the round.
You might bring out, if you get 3 rifles, you might force it out to get utility on the other 2.
He knows he can hit any shot out here, and his teammate feeling the same. That's Kerrigan dropping down from main end. Wants to make them uncomfortable as possible. Bubsky pulls on back. And Roy keeping them in the round here. They actually have the man advantage now. Can they hold on to it? Maybe not with this position from Kerrigan.
Nade'll soften up the CT in the garage. Not quite. Didn't even do any damage to Roy. Just got him behind him. I think he was around the box enough. There's no window there anymore, so it's impossible to see. It still does manage to get the kill.
Well, I don't think he had much of a chance because Shush is in a great position here just to close things out.
For the CTs. They are ready for the HUD entrance, though. In fact, they actually lured them over toward the doorway and looked to the right. Kerrigan gets flashed in. It's a decent entrance, but a good hold from Hunden to find 2. We talked about his...
So they still have some control in that area. Flashbang coming through. This is big now. That kill has to come in for Shush, which it does, but Frozen. Flashbangs here. A-core needs to hit a great shot, which he does. Chris J removed. Can't get the second. Nice trade from Kerrigan.
Spray control down below, but he's already late. 3-on-3. If he gets a kill, however, in the window, things change, but traded out as WOXIC nails the headshot in return. Yeah. And Roy knows what's next. He needs to get this kill on WOXIC, and he cannot.
Do any damage. 20 seconds remaining. He's got nothing to work with at all, and that's going to be a nice comeback from mousesports there. Losing both pistols as well. You noted that.